Black fatigue is trending on the internet, so in honor of that, here is a list of several things I consider to be white fatigue that I am frankly tired of dealing with the first one being the cultural appropriation card that no one likes to talk about, but hear me out for a second. Now obviously America is a blending pot and everyone from every culture is home here, which means that obviously over the course of time there's going to be a lot of different aspects of other people's cultures that are integrated in the cultures of another, especially as the centuries go on of all these different people from literally all over the world intermingling in the same country. But hear me out on why cultural appropriation is such a problem, because there's a difference between having someone's culture integrated into your own identity and wearing someone's culture as a costume. To give you an example of that, I currently live in Asheville, and every Friday downtown they do something called the Asheville Drum Circle, which is essentially just a whole bunch of white people pretending to be African and playing djembe drums and doing traditional tribal dances and basically wearing us as costumes. And the reason I feel that way about it is because my first experience I had in the drum circle was a white lady with locks and tattoos playing her African drum and continually watching me as I stood near her belongings as she was playing in order to ensure that I wasn't stealing from her, which I believe is a prime example of the fact that white people love to be black until it is time to actually deal with the repercussions of the black experience, being racially profiled and stigmatized and considered something less than human because of your skin tone, and being treated as if you will steal simply by existing in close proximity to someone else's belongings. Those are the aspects of blackness that are not integrated with white people when they choose to steal the aspects of our culture that are in alignment with things such as our music or our hairstyle, which is why it is so upsetting to see people enjoy those aspects of blackness so frivolously without having to receive any negative repercussions. So that would definitely be the first thing I would mention on the list. The second thing I would mention would definitely be their attachment to dogs, and not because I don't love animals just as much, but because with my experiences that I've had, I genuinely believe that most white people will genuinely put a dog before the life of another black person. I'm not saying that out of speculation, I'm saying that genuinely out of the experiences that I've had. Even with my child's mother, I've had instances where I've seen her put the well-being of literal dogs before myself because they think that we're just more readily equipped to handle trauma and negative experiences. So when it comes to them putting us through those experiences, they believe that we're just capable of handling it because, you know, we handle slavery and the civil rights era and all these other traumas that they've inflicted upon us against our will for centuries. So we should be able to take anything else, right? But yeah, that's definitely something that I am fatigued on because it is beyond dehumanizing and disrespectful for someone that you love and you consider to be close family and that you do think of to put you beneath the well-being of a literal animal. Another example of white fatigue that I have personally is the existence of Eurocentrism, how prevalent the idea is that nobody from anywhere exists outside of the lens or perspective of that of a white person, whether that be male or female. Just the idea that every other foreign country that does not have a predominantly white population is automatically a third world country, and that white people are the saviors that have brought education and modern civilization to the rest of the world, because it's genuinely not even true. I mean, I don't want this video to go unseen, so I won't get too deep into the topic, but the more you do your research on actual history, the more you'll find out that it's actually brown people that are responsible for the majority of the knowledge that existed in the ancient world. So do with that information what you will, but that is definitely three prime examples that I personally have of white fragility. And as it pertains to the black fragility argument, I honestly don't understand why it's trending. I feel like the covert racism has been such a predominant aspect of American society for the entirety of America's existence at this point. It's never gone away, even though people like to pretend that it has, simply because the civil rights era has ended. But slavery did not simply vanish from existence the moment the Civil Rights Act was passed, and we are definitely still seeing the remnants of its existence all throughout social media and real life today. And this is just the most latest example to be trending online, but I definitely believe the fact that there are so many people agreeing with the fact that they have black fatigue is definitely a testament to the fact that we have not made half as much progress as we believe that we have. Either way, that's just my thoughts on the subject. Leave a like on the video and a comment telling me how you feel. Do you currently have black fatigue or white fatigue or some other racial fatigue? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and join the Discord if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. I love and appreciate you all. So God, signing off.
I come in clutch like a genie. Don't talk unless you need me. You talk too much, you need it. All of my bitches look like models. She in love with me. When we link, it's flashing lights and cameras.